There was a lot of times in the beginning where I didn't have a key yet. I was trying to get a key because I wanted to record there. And, I just like being in the studio as much as I can be in the studio. I went there and I couldn't get in. So I ended up waiting. I'd sit outside for 3 hours at a time. Just like, I wanted to be in the studio. I wanted to learn. They were teaching me great stuff. So I sat out there. Actually, there was an artist that I met. He was coming to a session and I was there to like sit in on a session for him. And it just came out that we didn't get in the studio for like 3 hours, and me and him sat in the hallway and just talked and ended up making music. So, that happened. But there's many times where I've been sitting outside of places, keep knocking on the door, and eventually I'm going to kick the fucking door in. I'm coming in. Like, it's going to happen.
You are now tuning in to the Relentless Project. Real people, real stories, real life.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Ish, and welcome back to the Relentless Project. My guest today is a man who understands the long game. He started in the basement at 13, taught himself to play every instrument he can touch, and then spent years supplying the shovels, engineering and producing for others so he could build a toolkit to find his own gold. He's a rapper, producer, and songwriter working out of the well-known ID Labs here in Pittsburgh. He is proof that if you master the craft, the art will follow. Nick DiMercurio, welcome to the Relentless Project.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This is sick. This is awesome.
You like that, huh?
I love it, man. That sounds sick. Yep.
How does it feel? Well, it might be different for you, right? Because
Yeah,
as an artist, you're kind of in the limelight putting yourself out there. But how does it feel hearing someone read something that's describing you?
How does it feel? It feels like how it's supposed to feel. It feels like I've always done this for so long, man, and it's like hearing those things about myself because you don't always realize how far you've come. So it's like, man, like sometimes you got to take a second and look and be like, wow, no, I've done all these things. I really have learned these things. I've been here, done that. So hearing it back, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? But you just finding that acceptance and being like, man, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
It's like an affirmation.
Absolutely.
I just had this conversation with my girl. She was telling me, like, yo, you do all this.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, I don't feel like it, though.
Yes.
You see everyone else doing stuff.
100%.
And then you're doing it, and you don't feel you're doing it up to a certain level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when someone talks about you, like, I guess I am kind of.
Well, it's so day by day that you don't see it. You know, it's like you just were laying bricks. You were doing it every day, and then you look back, you're like, I did all these things. Like, it's crazy. Like, okay. So I just think about the younger me, like the 13-year-old me looking at me now, and be like, bro, like.
How long you been doing it?
Yeah, man.
Since 13?
Yeah, I swear.
How old are you now?
I'm 28, man.
Okay.
So I've been doing it.
So fun fact that I don't think a lot of people know. Only the people in the in know.
Yeah.
I was producing music at 14, 15.
Yeah.
Using Mixcraft.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to use Fruity Loops and all that.
Yeah. I was a GarageBand guy.
You were garage. See, I thought GarageBand. I was like, oh, they legit.
Yeah.
now it's Pro Tools or
Pro. You could do Logic.
I use Logic. I use Logic to edit this. So.
Logic's still good. I use that a lot for making beats, but I like Pro Tools for the mixing and recording.
You use Logic to make beats.
Yeah.
See, I've sat in front. I still like to dabble just for fun, but I mean, you've seen all the shit out there.
You got the gear, so
I like look at it and I just. It's hard because I actually ended up learning how to use Fruit Loops. I bought I don't know if it's still a thing, but I bought the lifetime package. So I get all the updates and everything, but way back in the day.
Yeah.
I got the producer edition. I remember everything.
Yeah.
So I was like so used to the MIDI on there and like just being able to click the beats and changing the BPMs.
Yeah.
So when I look at Logic, it's like,
it's intimidating.
Damn. Even though I use it to edit this, but I do compressor EQ, a little de-esser maybe here and there.
Can I sit back on this?
Yeah, get comfortable.
Cool. I'm chilling. Okay.
Take a load off.
I just think Logic is really like for production. It just has everything you want. It's easy to use. It's personalized. But I just think Pro Tools, when it comes to recording, is like the GOAT. You know. But,
what are your like go-to plugins that you use?
Go-to plugins,
for everything.
all the waves, all the isotope, that ozone 11. Well, the 12 is out now, but that shit is crazy. The AI mastering is insanity. And I was like, damn, I learned all these things. So I could just press a button now and do the AI stuff. But as long as you're not, I feel like with AI, like you can use it in a creative way. If you know what you're doing, still use the AI, but having the knowledge of what you need to do and what needs to be done, it just like helps. People are afraid of it. They don't want to they feel like it's like not really doing it, but it's a tool to use. Just like auto-tune was, people shit on auto-tune for the longest time, but now it's like
all my shit was auto-tune.
Who doesn't? Yeah, exactly.
Everything. I mean, like annoyingly.
Yeah.
Like you can tell.
Yeah. Everybody uses auto-tune, even if it's light.
You make a good point with that AI. I remember a conversation I had with Don Percari, who's a film producer.
Okay.
And that dude's intense about AI and the whole conversation around it, because the stigma is if you use AI, you're not creative.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I don't agree.
I don't agree either, right? Like a lot of things I use AI for is like AI is like a tool.
Yeah.
Right? Like before we had condenser mics, we were using ribbon mics or whatever or things that improve. Like AI can do a lot of the mundane stuff for you.
Yeah. I think people feel like, and people do that with the new thing all the time. You're afraid of it, you don't understand it, and it's like, oh, that person just AI did that. They don't really care. It's like, yeah, but I still have the knowledge to do these things. It's just I'm using this tool. I mean, if a tool is available and you're not using it, then it's like,
I feel like you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
And like if you can be replaced by AI, you probably ain't doing something you should be doing. Like you probably got no business being in that field.
Yeah.
Right? Like you see how many videos online you see that are AI and you're just looking at it. Yeah. And if you're in the creative field especially, you're like, that's off. That's AI.
Yeah.
Like someone didn't take the time to correct what needed to be corrected or redo the prompt or something.
You can tell most of the times, but sometimes it gets you. You're like,
or like music, bro.
Yeah.
Now you can make full songs.
Crazy. The music is crazy. Like I tried putting my song in an AI generator and it made like an EDM version of it. And it was like really
rock
good.
With EDM, bro.
Dude, I love EDM.
I rock
I
with EDM.
actually made an EDM album too. I dive into that world too. Making just like
producing?
Yeah. EDM style songs
bro,
as well. I love
see,
EDM.
you when you were supposed to mention that in the beginning. That's my
I'll
shit,
show you
bro.
some stuff too.
Yeah, you gonna have to, because I've always rocked with EDM since like college. House, EDM, dance.
Yeah.
I learned about hardstyle.
Yeah.
In 2015. So this low Asian. I don't know why I said Asian. He is Asian. Not that it matters. But he just took me by surprise, dude. Yeah. Super timid, super nice, super pulled up playing the hardest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, this is like the rock of EDM.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I love it. It calms me. Hardstyle. Okay.
Yeah, hardstyle. I like the dubstep stuff too. Like, I don't know. I just like to be versatile. Like whatever style, I like to like challenge myself. Like I never went this way. Let's make like a grunge song. Let's make a scream song. Let's make a chilled out guitar acoustic song. And it's like you just sharpen your tool. You're sharpen your paintbrush, your sword. I guess you'd say sharpen your sword every single time.
That paintbrush.
Sharpen the paintbrush.
You can shank somebody with that too.
Yeah, that too. There you go. But yeah, just all different styles.
So you were saying you used your go-to software was
it's Pro Tools. Yeah.
Okay. You said 13. How do you get into doing something like this at 13? How does that start?
Rock Band was so I got Rock Band like I don't know, maybe I was like 9 or 10 and I got Rock Band, and I was like obsessive about playing the drums on there because it was similar to real life drums. I mean, you're hitting a pattern. And I would just play every day. I was so into it. And I got to like the expert level, like going nuts. And I was like, okay, I'm building this rhythm. And I just like, I think like, I don't know, I found GarageBand one day. Me and my friend were making like kind of like joke around songs just on like a terrible microphone. And I was like, well, I want to make another one. And I want to make another one. And I I don't even think I realized I was like pursuing something. It just came natural. I was like, I like doing this. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me get this a little bit better, touch it up. And before you know it, I'm in the basement every night, cooking something up, figuring something out, using GarageBand, and just building blocks. And then I look up, I'm like, okay, we're making some real music now. So,
yeah, kids at 13 are like playing video games, playing outside.
Yeah.
Playing in the mud, eating dirt.
Yeah.
You're over here.
Yeah, I did those things too.
Little rock band over there.
Yeah.
What instruments? A lot of you basically kind of taught yourself.
Yeah, like
getting into it. Like, what other things have you taught yourself? What other instrument? Like, do you play instruments? How does that work?
I play piano, drums, and then just the mixing stuff to the T. Like I've learned. And there's always more to learn, but like, man,
Can you read music? Obviously, if you play the piano, because I can't.
I can, but not super fast. Like, I'm still working on doing that. When I play piano, a lot of times I memorize songs. So I'll find a song on YouTube and just like off my ear, like, okay, this note, now I do this note, then this note, and I just memorize. I don't read. I just like to go off memory. But yeah, like I was like thinking about that more recently, like learning more about that, and I was watching some YouTube videos on that. But I don't know. That's just never really been I'm just a memorized guy.
All the songs I've produced,
yeah,
I can't play a single instrument.
Yeah.
Everything software.
Well, I still use and that's another thing about AI, like ChatGPT. Like, if there's a certain key that I get a sound from, I'm like, well, I got to transpose it to get it on the ski scale. Like, I ask ChatGPT, like, how many do I go up or down? How many do I, and it'll like tell me so I can get it in key. Like, that's why I think like these tools are really good. You know what I mean? If you see an audio engineer pulling out his phone asking ChatGPT, like, how do I do this? You're probably like, but it's like, why would he not use that? If
he's learning on the go.
Like, there's stuff like, oh, wait, do I put this compressor there? What do I do? Like,
I still can't understand the compressor, bro.
Can't.
I think I use it appropriately.
Yeah.
But like, it'll be like, you read one article and it's fast attack. You read the other article and it's like, oh, you want like a slower attack.
There's no set rule. Like, it depends what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it's for. Like, and it's just kind of knowing when to apply what, and do you want your release long? What do you want? And just knowing what you're listening for.
So that's how it's always been, by ear. Like, even with chords, until I started, Google became a thing, and I started Google. But I would like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, this one sounds good.
Yeah.
And then I'll just press 3, and I'm like, something's off. Something's off. Oh, I like this.
It. So your ear.
So I've always had the ear.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, a lot of my friends are musicians and in the industry, and they'll send me their stuff. Like Jack Cerasulo, shout out Jack.
Yeah.
He'll send me songs. I don't know why he always tells me, hey, don't let no one hear this. Like, no shit, bro. I know the game.
Yeah.
But I can be like, like this is off. Or like another buddy of mine will show me something like that. The reverb is just, the delay's too long. And I can pick that up where other people are like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Right.
So I've always had the ear. I just don't have the wherewithal to do it.
To sit there and do it. It's a lot. There's a lot of steps.
So you didn't, was YouTube big when you were, I can't remember when YouTube came a thing.
Yeah, it was getting off the ground for sure.
But it was like viral videos. It wasn't like learning and
yeah, it wasn't all the way there yet. It was on its way though.
So how, you just like trial and error?
Dude, yeah, I mean, pretty much. I think that learning in GarageBand and having limited tools, like, I used GarageBand for so long to the point I didn't even know like how to put something on the grid. So I'm literally sitting there like aligning it or doing like the manual versions of things. And then I started working at a studio and like, well, then I did some schooling too, and I started using like Logic, Pro Tools, and I'm like, oh, I could use Grid. I have more tools now. And so my ear was already trained because I was doing everything manually, and it just made everything so easy because I already knew how to do it, but I was doing it the hard way.
Press a button and sync everything to a grid.
Exactly. So it was like doing it the difficult way made it so much easier when I finally figured that little hump to get over. I'm like, oh, this is easy now. So it's like starting out with the hardest. It's like playing the game on hard and then you put it on easy. You're like, damn.
Yeah, you're like a campaign mode. Like, what is this?
Yeah, exactly.
What made you stick with it? Because I feel as a kid, we have a lot of excitement and a lot of attraction to things, and
Yeah.
it's usually like a burning passion, then it just goes to the wayside. Like,
Yeah.
how did music stick with you, or why did you stick with music?
Man, it was just like so like I could express myself. It was therapy. I loved how it affected. I loved like watching it bring emotions towards people. I loved that it could be a healing experience. It felt like this superpower that I had. I'm like, man, I can like make this whole room of people feel this way and maybe explore an emotion that they didn't know or they didn't or were running from and it was just kind of like, man, I can't like I don't know. And there were times like I definitely had self-doubt, like everybody does, but it's like I can't quit. Like if I tried to quit, my body won't let me. I'll be making a song again. Like
You'll be thinking about it.
I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I'm like psychotic about this shit. Like I love this shit. It's what I do, you know? So it's like I can't even really tell. I mean, like God, honestly, like I love it and I keep doing it and I don't know. I don't know.
There's
I don't
so
know. I never
much to it,
stopped.
man. There's
Yeah.
so much to it. I remember, you know, years after I was done, and then
Yeah.
I was done as if I did anything. But years after I stopped, like regularly, you know, I run into a lot of people, networking,
Yeah.
obviously musicians. I've sat in studios, and I remember my first time sitting in a studio with
Yeah.
someone who was like, this was their life,
Yeah.
and the beats playing, and he did what you were doing earlier. He's like, I forget, he was singing, and he's like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah.
And then you know, in the conversation, he's like, yo, that's the flow I want. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
You're going flow first, and
Yes, 100%.
then you put the words into it.
Yes.
That makes so much sense. Why
Yes.
couldn't I pick that up?
That's 1,000%. So anytime you play a beat, like you to the normal someone who doesn't be in the studio a lot, they'll be like, "What are you doing?" Like you just play beat, and you literally mumble shit to yourself that doesn't make sense.
Some rappers leave that on.
Yeah, Kanye does it. yeah, there's a lot. But like just finding that like pocket in that and then the flow and then it's like, okay, well I add the words later. So like just figuring out how you want to attack stuff before even thinking about writing any words down.
Yeah, that would have saved me a lot of time, because I would write words and then as I'm
Then you
listening
try
to it,
make the flow.
and like trying to put puzzle pieces flow first. See,
Yep,
look,
100%.
if you're an artist listening to this, if you don't do that, try
Yes,
that, because
flow first.
would have saved me a lot of time.
Every single time. Yeah.
Do you remember the song
Yeah.
or beat that you produced that you sat back and you were like, for the first time, like, I might be all right at this? Like, do you remember?
The first time?
Can you remember? I mean, it's many moons ago, but
The first time I was like, yo, I got something. Probably, and I don't know. The whole time I felt like I
he's
had
like, yo,
something.
first time I hit the drums. What do you mean?
But around the time where I made I had this album called Sleepwalking While Awake, and there's a song on there called Underwater, and there was a song on there called Arrows. I was like, okay, I'm getting into the pocket now, because I'm like playing it for people, and they're like making that disgust face, like, yo, you're fucking like going. And I'm just like, and I even listen to those now, and I'm like, man, there's still so much growth from then to now, and that's like 5-6 years ago. But like, I was really like, okay, I'm in it now for sure. But I always felt like that, even when I sucked. I was like, yeah, I got it. Like,
oh, really? See,
yeah.
I'm when I'm alone, I'm like that. Like, this
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
fire, right?
Yeah.
I'm having a good time, and then I'll like play it for someone, and I'm like, I wonder what they think. Like, are they
Yeah.
as excited as I was?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm always like hesitant to show something I'm so prideful about,
Yeah.
and then giving it to someone, like putting it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've learned to just, it is what it is. This is me.
Right.
I hope people know who I am and what
Yeah.
I'm about. Like, and they can they can understand this episode. Boom.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I put my best foot forward, but then I got to release it to the world.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I'm like, do I want to publish this? Like, what are people going to think?
Right.
What are people going to say?
I think like that's just like, honestly, I'll say like I've worked that muscle to the point that it doesn't affect me anymore. And like, it sounds like you're on the way to do that. The more at ease that you do, the more you just start to be like, I don't know, like, you know, you get thicker skin, you know what I mean? And like, people are gonna not like you. Like, you know, people don't like.
Get in line, bro.
Yeah, like,
get in line.
And it's not for everybody. If it's not for somebody, that's fine. Like, and I think that's just like self, like, you know. And I definitely had those ups and downs where I was like, man, like, and I'm sure I probably still will. I haven't figured it out all the way, but you know, like, just that thick skin and believing in yourself and all the cliches that people say, but this shit's true, you know.
Where are you from? Where you come from?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland.
I grew up in Hagerstown, Maryland. Do you know where that is?
No, I don't think anyone does.
No one does. Hagerstown, Maryland. It's actually not that far from here, like 3 hours. So I grew up in Hagerstown, Maryland. Very small town. I went to Boonesboro High School. Shout out Boonesboro. Which was kind of like a more country town. You know what I mean? It didn't have a whole lot of rap influence there. But I just fell in love with rap somehow, and that's what I did. And I lived all over Maryland. I went to school over in Salisbury, so Ocean City area. I lived in Clarksburg, Frederick, all over Maryland, and then came here.
So Maryland's not necessarily known as the hip hop capital of the world, right? Like, it's not New York City, Atlanta, Chicago, right? Like, how did you keep that motivation and that influence to stay grounded in hip hop?
Yeah, I just put myself around the people that were doing it in the area. You know, there was a couple that I've worked in a lot of different studios. So there was a recording studio in Hagerstown that magically popped up as I was like looking for an internship. Like, this small town, all of a sudden there's a studio the time I'm looking for an internship. And so I started working there. That was called Vocal Inc. Then there was another studio. It's called Connected Sound. Shout out all these studios. They all taught me different things. Then after that, I went over to Bamboo Recordings, which was in Bethesda, Maryland. That was with like Corday and some of his mixing engineers, and I learned from them. So like, there's scene everywhere. It made, you know, Maryland had like, we had Corday, we had Lil Skies, but he was more PA, and we had Wale, he was from DC. So we had a couple names, Shy Glizzy, I think he was from DC. So we had these people, and like, it was just kind of like finding them, you know. It wasn't like, these weren't like A-lister, you know, people, but they were all still doing it, and then watching them doing it and making a career out of it. I'm like, okay, this shit's possible. From wherever you're from, we got the internet, like, let's make it happen. So,
no, especially nowadays, man, with the internet, you could have influence from across the world.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned a story.
Oh, and I don't want to leave out Raccoon Point Studios. That place is fire too.
Yeah, there's about to be in your DMs.
Yeah, you're like, can't forget them. No,
fuck
Raccoon Point's helped me make so many music videos. Fire. Sean Baum, shout him out. Fire.
Shout out.
Yeah.
You mentioned a story about waiting outside a studio. Tell us about that. Because what I love most about people's stories, right? Like, I love the success stories.
Yeah.
But like, I want to know how you got there. I want to know the losses, the failures, the hard times.
So many.
Because everyone's in that moment, right? Like, a lot of us doing what we're doing now, we're in what I call, I already forgot what I call it. Mm-hmm. But you're in that moment where you're trying to figure it out. You're growing, you're learning, you're failing, you're losing.
Yeah.
You know, in hopes to get to that point where you're like, wow, look what all that has gotten me.
Absolutely.
So waiting outside a studio, what's that about?
Oh, man.
In the mix. That's what it's called, being in the mix.
Being in the mix. Well, there was a studio, not to shit on you guys. I love Bamboo Recordings, but there was a lot of times in the beginning where, you know, I didn't have a key yet. I was trying to get a key because I wanted to record there. And, you know, I just like being in the studio as much as I can be in the studio. And I didn't have a key yet. And there were a couple of times where, you know, I went there and I couldn't get in. So I ended up waiting. I'd sit outside for 3 hours at a time, just like, when are these guys going to get here? You know what I mean? But I wanted to be in the studio. I wanted to learn. They were teaching me great stuff. So I sat out there. Actually, there was an artist that I met. He was coming to a session, and I was there to, like, you know, sit in on the session for him. And it just came out that we didn't get in the studio for like 3 hours, and me and him sat in the hallway and just talked and ended up making music. So, you know, that happened. But there's many times where I've been sitting outside of places. Shit still happens even now where I go there. I'm like, man, like I'm outside, but I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna keep knocking on the door, and eventually I'm gonna kick the fucking door in. I'm coming in. Like, it's gonna happen.
You mentioned making music outside of the studio.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's so cool because, you know, the metaphor, you go to the studio to make music.
Yeah.
You don't have that access.
Yeah.
But you're
Sometimes
still
you don't.
pursuing what you're doing in a hallway. Right? I feel a lot of times people would have used that to be like, oh man, they're not here, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go do something else. You took what you had and did what you could with it.
Yeah.
What made you stay when somebody else would have just went home?
I just have a lot put into it that I'm like, I'm not turning around, and whatever it is, we're just gonna take the obstacles as they come. Like, I'm going here. Like, this is where I'm headed. And if I gotta sit out here, if I gotta do that, I don't care. I'll do it. It's fine. I'll figure it out.
I feel like in the music industry, everyone's looking for gold, right? Everyone wants to be the next artist. He already knows where I'm going with it. He's like, you did your homework.
He did his homework.
But
he did do his homework.
Well, I'm all in about stuff, man.
No, you do a good job, man.
I appreciate that. And one thing that resonated, that literally made me like, this is the theme for the episode, right? Everyone's looking for gold. Supply the shovels.
Absolutely.
What is that? What does that mean to you?
So to me, and somebody told me that when I was DJing, I was like 17 or something, and they told me that, and I was like, what's that mean? And he's like, supply the shovels. So basically, everyone is looking for gold, but the people who ultimately maybe get rich or get successful, it's a sure thing, is the people supplying the shovels. So if you're in a place where you're giving them the service. So for me, for example, I do a lot of audio engineering, producing, and I've been supplying those services so people can come to me and search for their gold. You know what I mean? But I'm helping you get there. But while I've been doing this the whole entire time, I've been building myself my tools to be able to search for my own goal. So it just helped me get past that, you know what I mean? And like, you gotta make money. You gotta like live.
Yeah, you gotta support the game.
You know, so if I was just searching for the gold the whole time, like, yeah, maybe I would have found it. And I'm sure I still can. But I have all the tools now. It's like if I, a construction company, I got everything. My likelihood of finding the gold is pretty high because I can do it. I can go search all day, and I got everything I need. I'll go find it, and it's my likelihood is good. But I also love the process of it because I love doing music. I like creating music for other people. I like getting into their mind. Dude, sometimes I learn stuff from, like, you can learn from anyone, even people who don't make music. Like, sometimes just being in the room, like, somebody might have a really good idea. Like, so like, along this journey of helping other people, I've learned so many skills. And I'd be sitting in a session trying something. Like, oh, that sounds cool. Let me try that on my song too. Let me try. So I've just been in the world of a bunch of different artists coming in the studios. I've met with all different types of, genres and everything. And I've learned so much, and I've been able to put that into my stuff. And sometimes I work with an artist it just has opened the door, and that's helped me get into a lot of the studios doing the audio engineering and all that because, there's so many artists, and, having that under your tool belt is like, okay, well, let me kick this door in and I do the music, you know what I mean? So it's just been a little bit of everything. Yeah.
How do you navigate that realm, right? Like you're trying to help people reach their dreams and their goals. You're supplying their shovels while at the same time, you're trying to learn, you're trying to grow, you're trying to build your dreams, get your gold.
Yeah.
Like, how do you navigate that with egos and
it's been tough actually because there's a lot of times where, if I play the audio engineer role, and I wear a lot of hats, you know what I mean? If I play the audio engineer role, I'm not really brushing any feathers or whatever. But sometimes I'll like play my music, and then you get into that like rap world where it's like a lot of people see it as a me versus you thing. This is a competitive ass sport. I believe that we can all win, but at the end of the day, it's rap. Like, it's rap. Like, so like I've played both, but you know what I mean? As I'm audio engineering, like I'm hearing all the talk, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, I got a diamond right here. I could rap my ass off. But it has been, I'm still figuring that out. Like, it's
fair.
weird
That's
because
fair.
I don't know, like, sometimes I don't know, you know, I'm like, well, should I rap right now or should I, you know, but as long as I'm in the room and I'm making music, I'm having a good time. So I don't give a fuck. Put me on whatever. But just know at the end of the day, I can rap my ass off. So all those things. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough thing to maneuver. I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah, it's like I do a lot of marketing services and consulting for people. You know, and so it's like I'm doing the same thing. I'm learning. You know, someone brings me in and they're like, "Hey, I want to try this," and I'm like, "Man, why didn't I think of that?" Like I can apply that in my way, and then
absolutely
work with that. And you mentioned competition.
Yeah,
I think competition is necessary to fuel growth, right? Like if
sure.
you're doing that me versus you, that's stunting something somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're always bound, like everyone at the top is networking. I say this whole time, everyone at the top is networking. You know, we think they're beefing most of the time, but they're making money off of people like us talking
Drake
about
and
their
Kendrick.
beef. Yeah. Like, bro, I guarantee you they sipping tea or coffee
They're
in the
hanging
back.
out.
Like, look at that. Look what we did.
Maybe.
Not that, I don't know.
I don't know. That was pretty aggressive. I don't know about that.
That was an aggressive
maybe.
feud there. But
if they're shaking hands in 2 years, then it was all for the show.
it could have been. But like, there's a lot of collabing going on. There's a lot of, you know, especially the ghostwriting, right? Like, you write something and it's hot.
Yeah.
And you give it to dude to perform, and now he's got all the credit for it in the limelight.
Yeah.
You get your name on paper down below, but like everyone credits this song or these lyrics to this person.
Happens to a lot of people. But sometimes that's the move. Like, if I could just give a song to Justin Bieber and like, okay, cool.
Well, like John Bellion, right?
Yeah,
I thought he fell off.
No, he's been
Bro's
doing it.
been in the studio writing for people and producing for people.
And he's cool with that. And he supplied the shovels. But at the same time, he can fucking cook up. And he sells out a show and like nothing. So he did the similar thing.
No, that collab, man. Work with people.
Yes.
Even if you don't quote unquote win. Yeah, I did air quotes. Win in that moment. Like, you're winning, bro.
But
you're like you're a part of something nice. You're a part of something good.
And you're playing with people that are challenging you. I don't like if I'm getting on a song, I want to like, okay, you made me have to like do. Like,
I gotta rewrite now.
Yeah, like I want that. Like I want, but the ultimate goal is for us all to have the best verse and make an amazing song. So, you know, if there's some friendly competition, it's all good. I mean, you know, it can get unfriendly, but you know, let's keep it to the music.
Yeah,
I'm not no gangster.
Yeah, keep it to the bill. Entertainer.
Absolutely.
How do you navigate? Or you work in a studio, so like, are you able to obviously utilize the studio for yourself as well? Because studio
I go
time
in there
gets
a lot of times. You know, we work out certain deals, and I get to be in there and just cook up. You know, and it's one of those things I'm working towards to be able to, you know, get that key and just be in there cooking up. But I got my own studio. I got my setup. Like, I always treat it like have your own thing too, because I don't ever want someone to say, hey, you can't make music today. No, hell no. So I, you know, acquired all those tools, and I think that all artists should have a studio. You know, you gotta have the music. You gotta be able to wake up at 3 a.m. and fucking make something, even if it's your phone. You know what I mean?
And not to take away from big studios, but with all the tools and software and education out there, you can make it happen in your room.
Absolutely.
Like, I saw a video. It was actually Justin Bieber. You mentioned Justin Bieber. They had rented a Airbnb.
Yeah.
And he set up a mic in the middle, couple sound panels, and wrote a whole song.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do.
Like, shit. Who needs a studio? No, I'm kidding.
But
Studios
it's
are
nice to have. You know, it depends on the vibe. Like, sometimes it's nice to go to a nice studio and they got all the equipment and everything's
the
ready
vibe,
for
the
it.
essence.
Like, I like to go back and forth. Like, if it's like a more raw song, like maybe not. But if it's like, depends what type of song I'm making. But I just like to put myself around music, around other people creating, because it inspires you. I can stay in my bedroom forever, but like, I'm gonna lose steam. I'm not gonna be inspired. It's just me in the room. Like, so for me to go to the studio, go home, go back, like, it just creates a really good like flow. You know what I mean? So I think having both is important. Yeah.
You're in the Pittsburgh area now, right?
Yeah, I live
so
out here. Yep. Mhm.
so do you utilize multiple studios here? Do you use
mainly,
one? Like how does that work?
Mainly ID. Yeah, mainly
How's that,
ID.
dude? You know what's crazy? They've been around for
Yeah.
a minute. Like I
Yeah,
remember hearing about
absolutely.
them when I was up in Erie.
Yeah.
It's like that's the place you got to go. I'm
Yeah.
like Pittsburgh, bro. Pittsburgh's so big, and then you come here.
Yeah. And it's inspiring as fuck to go there. Every time I go there, it's like, so they got all the Wiz and Mac Miller plaques. And I just look at that, I'm like, ooh, like this is, I love it. Like, and then the Mac Miller mural on the wall is so sick. And, you know, everybody in there is doing the same stuff. And then you realize, like, these people that, you know, you were like, whoa, they're like, are they doing the same thing as me or as any other artist who's really about it? Like, they just go to work every day and they try to make shit happen.
We talk about inspiration, right? Like you mentioned Mac, Wiz.
Yeah.
Like that's for rap heads, that's hollowed ground. Like ID
Yeah.
Labs is Pittsburgh's
Yeah.
music capital.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And to be able to be a part of that
Yeah.
is inspiration and motivation. How can you not
Yeah.
throw a banger out when you're there?
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that's how it is.
I don't think people go there and flop. Like
No,
you can't.
You got, and it makes you step your game up. It's like, okay, was I going hard? Okay, let's go harder. Like, let's go. And that's why I like to like see artists who are really doing this shit, man. It's like, yo, you know, there's levels to this shit, and it's like, how much are you willing to? Can you make 10 songs this week? Can you? You know what I mean? Which isn't always the best method, but like in theory, like can you keep your foot on the gas? And social media, all that other stuff too, but.
Speaking
Man,
of that,
I love
I
it.
got a bone to pick with musicians actually.
Okay.
Like, I fucking hate. I hate when you make a song
Yeah. Don't put it out.
and don't put it like why?
Dude, I know. Trust me, I know. I try to put everything I make out. I do. There are some that slide under. But like, dude, there are artists like that I've made music for, and some of the music is so good. And I'm like, just put it out. Like, what does it hurt? What does it hurt to put it out? And like, you think about like somebody like, and Gary Vee talks about it, like Michael Jackson. He's like, I bet you his biggest song was the one he never put out. It's probably true. Like, just get it all out. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's favorite song is someone's least favorite song, and someone's least favorite song is someone's favorite song, you don't know what that song could have done. And it's like, just even if it doesn't make your album, just get it out. You know what I mean? And yeah, a lot of artists just hold their stuff, and then it's like, you're not doing service to the next song because you're stuck on this one song. Like, keep it moving. Don't get too locked in on this one song. You know?
I just like two examples. Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
He's releasing an album after what? A decade?
Yeah. He could do it.
It's done.
Yeah.
Like I know your album's done. He releases one song. The rest of the album's locked on Spotify.
Yeah.
Fucking just let it go. Release it. Let
Yeah.
the people get. It's been 10 years, bro. You don't need to build it up anymore.
That's fair. I think it's different with big established artists, though.
I don't know. I think you should release it.
But yeah.
But to your point, I listen to all kinds of music. The Strike is one of my, like, they got like a little 80s vibe going on and stuff. They came to Pittsburgh. It was a small venue. Like, dude literally grabbed my shoulder as he was walking to the stage. They're bigger artists, but they were in this littler venue.
Yeah.
And he went on there, and one of my favorite songs from them, they told, you know, artists get up there and they start talking to the crowd. He's mentioning how they wrote this song in 2020 and they listened to it so many times they ended up hating it.
Yeah, that happens.
And he was like, we just said, you know what, we'll release it, whatever. Let's start working on this song we're very excited about.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is our hit.
And that was the one.
The one they didn't care about is the hit, and the one that they were like, this is the one, this is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
Didn't do as well as they planned. So to your point, release everything that you're working on.
Put it all out. Get it off of your hard drive. Get it off.
All the musicians listen like, this dude's an idiot. He don't know what he's talking about.
No.
I don't, okay? I'm just saying, as a consumer,
yeah, no, get it out.
get it
You're
out.
right.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. And if not, we'll just skip it. I think artists are afraid of diluting. I think they think like, oh, if I, like, but it's like, yeah, get.
Like, I've heard too much of so-and-so. He's always releasing a song.
And people felt that way about like Drake or some of those people when they were constant. But it's like, would you rather have it or not have it? I don't know.
Yeah, get people like, if I don't like listening to you all the time,
I won't.
I won't play you.
Yeah. But your fans, your people who like, they're going to be happy. You're feeding them. So
Who are some of the this is twofold. Who are some of the local artist that you kind of look up to who's influencing you?
I think Fed the God is fire. I think he's fucking nice with it. I love his music. There's some.
I was in a
songs
music
around.
video with him.
No shit.
Yeah, so Andy Gonzalez, I don't know. This dude is, I mean, he's coined the connector because dude knows everyone.
Yeah.
And connects everyone.
Yeah.
We had one of his boys, Adara, on here, and he hits me up randomly and says, "Hey, you trying to do a music video with us?
Yeah.
Do like the podcast in the beginning." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I go over there. We're in a field.
Yeah.
Middle of the night. It's raining, and Fed's there.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit! How? How?"
Right.
But just Andy, bro. Andy knows everybody, connects everyone. So it's interesting that it's full circle.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not, I forget what the song is called. Sorry, Dara. But yeah, it's the opening of the music video is us, is me interviewing Adara and Fed's the coach.
No
and like,
shit.
yeah,
You gotta show me that. That's fire.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So Fed, who else?
From the area, me. Now that I'm in Pittsburgh, me. Who else in the area who I think, I mean, obviously you got the legends like Mac and Wiz, and you got Jimmy Wapo, and those guys are super inspirational. I don't know. All the artists that be coming in to ID Labs, a lot of artists I be recording, like everybody's doing their thing. You know what I mean? And I love to see it.
I just want to take a second to shout out a few companies who've believed in me. These were one of our first official sponsors, so huge shout out. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Carbo Jewelers, established in 1997 on the values of honesty and integrity. Whether you're searching for the perfect piece, need expert repair services, visit Carbo Jewelers in Newark's Ironbound District, where your jewelry is always in safe hands. This episode is also brought to you by Continental Jewelers, proudly serving Hudson County, New Jersey since 1964. Whether you're seeking a timeless piece or need expert repairs, they've got you covered. Visit Continental Jewelers, your trusted source for all things jewelry. You can find them on Instagram at Carbo Jewelers or online at carbojewelers.com. Lastly, big shout out to Carbo Trading. Besides coins, precious metals, and jewelry, if it could be traded and collected, he's probably got it. They can be found on Instagram at carbo.trading. You can find all of our sponsors out online on our sponsor page at therelentlessproject.com.
And you say you change styles up.
Yeah.
You know, some of the people like you mentioned Mac. He was one of the pioneers. Not overall, but like in the area, he came out with rap and then started adding melodies.
Dude was
and
amazing.
Dude, it was like everyone still listens to his music. I'll still rock his shit. Like my daughter listens to his music.
Yeah.
Like,
he's got that impact.
It's generational.
His music's here forever.
How do you go about, trying to implement, styles and things that other artists you look up to have done and made it your own?
Study, learn, and do it your own way. Like, obviously, like, we all want to do similar things to Mac Miller. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to be a Mac Miller 2. I'm looking to be the first Nick DiMercurio. But Mac Miller inspired the fuck out of me. You know what I mean? And so many other artists, Wiz too, Kid Cudi. Those are my top 3 for sure. But like taking the pieces from every artist, Eminem, Kanye, and putting that all in and study how they did it and what they were doing. And, like even like XXX Tentacion, like the versatility, the way that dude could switch lanes, like I just study these guys. I'm like, okay, like how do I want to do it in my way?
He was a different case for me because I never really heard about him, and then one day he was everywhere.
X,
yeah,
cult like following.
It was just like he was everywhere.
Him and Juice and Peep,
some
of my favorite.
What happened to Peep? I haven't heard music from him.
No, Peep passed away.
Well, I know, but like how people still release like. I don't know. I don't know
he
how
probably
that
ran out.
You think so? I feel like those dudes were always pushing
Juice
stuff.
was like in the game while he was like gone for a while, but he was still released. Juice had so much music. I think people is starting to get to the end. They're young. They're like 19. It's like how much music can they really have? Like, And Juice had an insane amount. I think Juice was just different though, because his recording process, from everything I've heard, was just like he one taked and he could just do it so fast, and they can make different songs out of it. I guess you got producers who can rearrange things and all that, but it's still not their ear. But like eventually, like there's no more music, which is sad. But you know, there can only be
so AI's mastered, and then which is crazy to me.
But AI, like. Even everybody, they're like, it doesn't feel real.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
The feeling. Because you want a story. Like, you know, Drake or Kendrick or Cole, they have stories. Like, you're following their, like, life. If you're an AI person, you don't have that. Unless I'm actually creating a whole AI story for you with a cartoon character or whatever. But it's like, nah, I want a narrative. Like, I want to follow along your journey.
Like, do you listen to Michael Jackson or listen to Michael, right? So if next week Michael Jackson's gonna release a song
and it's not him,
are you gonna be just as excited about
it?
Absolutely, right? But when you think about it, you're like, this isn't him.
Oh, if it's
if it's like, obviously it's gonna be AI.
They already probably do that. No, I'm not excited enough to go like, if somebody's like, Michael Jackson's got a new AI song, I'll listen to it when I listen to it. But if you're like, Michael Jackson has a song from the vault that's out now that never came out, let's listen to that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, because I mean, who knows how much he had, because he was working on a tour. Mm-hmm. He had a whole documentary being shot and stuff. So it's like, who knows what's in the vault? It's like Disney, right? In 20 years, they open the vault.
But the stock of those songs have like to get, like Drake had a song with Jackson, Don't Matter to Me, a couple of years, 10 years ago, maybe less. Probably less than 10. It was that Scorpion album. I was like, how much money was it to get a Michael Jackson hook in this year? Like, and it's like that stock just keeps going up. Like, you know, to get a real Michael Jackson verse is probably insane.
Yeah, well, they got the money. Yeah. They got the money.
Yep, facts. They do got the money.
You started on like the board side, right? Like you mentioned audio engineering and producing.
I do all that. Mm-hmm.
What made you go to the like vocal booth side? Like how was that transition for you?
Well, vocal booth really kind of started the same time, but like I don't know, they both kind of were. You needed to like, I needed to record myself and I needed to be on the mic. I started with me, so it's like I learned both, but I always like knew like I preferred rapping and doing that, but I just fell in love with audio engineering and producing too. It's like I think like when you're mixing your own song, you can make a lot of decisions. Like, you know, like where do I want to put this snare? So you can, it's more you, but there's a level to it. Cause it's like, you know what they say, like jack of all trades, master of none. Like there's a level where you have to just put your intentions on one. And I'm definitely approaching that moment where it's like, we just do this, because it's like, there's definitely better like mixing engineers than me. There's definitely better producers. Like, and I like the fact that I can do those things, but it's like stepping into the world where it's like, yo, let's let these people take it to the next level. And I'm still going to be in the room like, how did you do that? Because I'm just a student. Like, I love learning. And eventually, like, I want to be able to do that myself. But, you know, just focusing on where to put your focus on. But I like it all. So I don't really think that there's like a bad way to go about it. I think like as long as you're in it, you're having fun, cool.
Yeah, it's hard to step back and let someone else come in tough. And take over.
That's tough.
Especially when you have a vision, right? Like I do all the graphics, videos, audio engineer, I do everything myself. Yeah. You know, and I get people approach me all the time like, well, if you just had someone who did this, you can focus on the conversations.
It's true. Yeah.
And it's hard, man. I still haven't been able to get there.
Because you have to get them, but you have to know that they're going to do it how you would want it, you know. And
or better.
Right, but there is someone who can.
There is. There's absolutely. But sitting down and trusting that process, man, that's got to be tough, especially with music, right? Like collaboration. You have a certain vision for the song, and now you're sharing this song with someone, and they come in and they're like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's the part I really like.
Right, yeah. I mean, those things are like, as an artist, you should get you get the final say. But it's like really being open to like listening to opinions. And one thing I've learned is it's like Rick Rubin talks about it. It's like and I kind of mentioned it earlier. It's like the best opinion can come from anyone. It doesn't even have to be the guy with the 10 Grammys. You know what I mean? Like if you say like, hey, change that hi-hat, maybe you were right. You know what I mean? It can come from anywhere. But yes, those people with those tuned ears yeah, they might know some things, so maybe listen, but you get the ultimate say, but like be coachable. Like if they have an idea on how to build a song differently, like, yeah, well, let's try that. Why not? You know?
Well, let's talk about some of your new stuff.
Yeah.
What are you working on right now?
Okay, so I'm back on, well, really, I'm just doing the single thing, like putting the singles out because, you know, keeping the attention span of album is tough. But I definitely have a album ready when it's time. Like, but I just released a song called Better Now with my guy Santino, Tomasetti. I got another song called Talk to the Dark, which is fucking insane. A song called The Plot. I got so many songs coming out and just
Talk to the Dark.
Talk to the Dark.
What's that about? What's the motivation behind that?
Oh man.
Sounds like a deep title.
It is. It is a man, I don't want to like say too much about it cuz I want to let people like feel it.
Interpret it.
Yeah, like I don't want to my meaning to change your meaning cuz I've played it for people and they're like it's just but it deals a lot with like grief and loss and you know, talking to the dark, like the conversations you have with yourself. And yeah, it's a really introspective song. Maybe we could play it at some point here. I'm so proud of this song. I'm so proud of it. It's so good. It's so good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
we could definitely pull it up, man. We learn as we go, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What song? If someone's listening, right? And they like your vibe.
Yeah.
They go and they start listening to music after this episode.
What song?
Which song would you believe is best represents you?
It depends what you like. Do you want turn up? Do you want introspective? What do you want? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's like, that's hard to say because it's, you know, there's a range of different emotions. It's like, well, what are you going through right now? Are you going through heartbreak? Are you going through internal struggles? Are you partying? What you want to do? And so I can't really say there's one song, but like a song, I don't even know. I think there's a lot of songs. It's hard to, I can't.
What
pick
song?
one.
What song should they start at? They just want to get. They want to start accessing your library. What's a good song to start at?
Well, Talk to the Dark comes out February 1st. Talk to the Dark's a really good one.
He said, start with the one that's not out yet.
Yeah, but it will be a couple weeks.
Is it done?
It's done.
So why are you waiting? See what I mean?
Because I'm on this. My goal is song first of every month. So I did of 2026. So I did Better Now, which was the first. And then I got this one coming out the 1st of February and just keep that first date. Why am I waiting? Because it's like, I'm not waiting that long.
See, you should have said the same reason you wait. Because I wait too.
Well, like there's a little bit of strategy. I'm talking more when you're holding a song for like 6 months and you're tired. I'm still new on that, so it's still exciting.
Okay,
but that's a timeless ass song. By the way.
How do you handle reaching a wall? Right, like you're in the studio, you're in your room, and you're working on something, and then now it's not feeling the same. There's nothing there. Nothing coming out. How do you handle that?
Something else. Do anything else. Go for a walk. Play some PlayStation, whatever. Because you can't keep banging your head on the table. Like it's not gonna come. So I think I've gotten good at that of knowing like, okay, I've been here too long, or I need an ear break. And sometimes right when you come back, it's like magic. It comes, you're back in flow. But if you're really in a state of like you can't figure out what to say on a song, maybe it's time to get to the next song. Like it's okay to like walk away, you know, if you're really in that, because I've found that most of the time you're in the flow, it's like it's emotion. But I don't know. Yeah, I still reach walls. I just think like I don't stay there too long. I go do something outside. Like we're people too. Artists are people. Like, and that's what we forget. We just want to stay in the studio, but it's like go outside, go to the gym, go for a run. I'm big into fitness stuff, man. So just like keeping my body moving and I'm getting back into video games. So like just doing that type of shit, you know. Take your mind off it.
But you said you're big into fitness.
Yeah.
Does that help you? I feel like
Absolutely.
Fitness helps with everything.
Yeah, everything.
How does fitness play a role in your writing process or your
just having a clear mind, feeling good. Obviously when you feel good or when you look good, you feel good. But just like a lot of it's like I've just been eating better and just feeling better, you know what I mean? But I listen to my mixes when I run. I listen, like just I don't know. What was the question again?
I forgot. Oh, does fitness? What role does fitness play? See what I mean?
Yeah.
ADHD brain, bro. That's why.
What role does fitness play? Well, for one, on stage, I mean, if you can run and rap your song when you're just on stage, you're gonna be able to do it. So like, and I did a lot of like swimming or like breath control stuff just to be able to.
See, people don't realize that.
You got to do that.
Well, I walk upstairs, I can't have a conversation.
Yeah.
Imagine being on stage, adrenaline.
And you're trying to rap.
Yeah.
Double time and rapping. Yeah, like all that stuff helps. But just mental clarity, like just to feel good. And I don't know, I can't sit for too long. Like I like to move my body. I like to work out. I like to run. And then when I listen to music, like, if that song works in the gym, like then it's probably pretty cool. Like, I don't know.
You train any sort of martial arts?
No.
You should get into jiu-jitsu, bro.
Yeah? Should I?
You want to talk about a clear mind?
It's probably crazy.
That shit'll clear it right up.
Yeah, you get knocked the fuck out, or not knocked out, but
choked out maybe.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Dude, I stand by it, man. Doing jiu-jitsu changed a lot for me, just in my approach with stuff, man. Right, like when you have that resilience, right? Because you're willing. It's like the gym. Like I equate jiu-jitsu like the gym, right? Like you're choosing to go to the gym and do something hard, whether it's lift weights, run. Conditioning, whatever it is, you're willingly putting yourself through stress to come out better in the end.
Absolutely.
In jiu-jitsu, you're willingly going on a mat
Yeah.
And trying to force another person to do something they don't want to do. Yeah. And they're trying to do the same thing to you.
Got you.
You can't focus on the song you're not writing.
Yeah.
You can't focus on the bill that's not being paid.
Yeah.
You're there. You can't be any more present than being.
Is that better than boxing?
So I don't want to say anything's better. I think.
Or more better in the sense that it puts you present.
I would say boxing is even more niche. This is my opinion because, right, I do MMA, right? I've done Muay Thai, Jiu Jitsu. I've done a little boxing. And the one that's always been hardest for me to actually be very good at is boxing.
Yeah.
Because you can be average in boxing. But if you want to go to the next level, dude, the way you step, the angles, when you're watching pro boxing and then you're watching like a guy in the gym hit a bag, you're like, that dude looks off.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you look at the guy on TV and you're like, that looks easy. You go to do it, you're just like, why? Like, how does he make it look so easy? Like, they're so good, they make it look easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so much fine tuning that's needed in boxing from, right? Like, I don't snap, right? I punch, right? I was actually telling a story the other day. I was sparring and I missed the dude and punched myself.
Oh, shit.
How do you punch yourself? Like, right? You're like, how do you punch? Because I don't have the control that people in boxing have. With jiu-jitsu, you can, there's more leeway for error, right?
Yeah.
In boxing, it's you have to be very on point or you get punched in the face and knocked out. So in jiu-jitsu, same thing, right? You make a bad move and now someone's on your neck.
Right. Shit.
Try to fight that.
Yeah, true.
So which one's better? It depends. Like you said, it depends on kind of what fuels you, man. Like I love hitting a bag.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling than when my fist connects on someone's face.
Yeah, facts.
But their fist connect with my face a little more.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Right? In jiu-jitsu, you land a submission, dude. It's like it's an ultimate high. You're like, damn, I just hit that. I've been trying to hit that all week.
I just like I've hit the bag a bunch of times. I do it for cardio. Like
the conditioning is crazy for boxing.
Fucking
look at MMA. Look at the Mayweather McGregor fight.
Yeah,
McGregor at that time was pinnacle MMA. Goes into boxing.
Yeah,
and you're like, damn, what's going on here? Yeah. It's a whole different realm, man. The conditioning. I don't know how you get so tired in boxing. You just do.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good friend of mine.
I've never you like stepped in the ring before like that.
Not professionally,
but like
for sure. I love it. I love doing it. It's hard. It's hard, but it goes into. Imagine this: you're in a studio, right?
It's the same. It's the same grit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't figure out a song.
Yeah,
bro. You go get punched in the face. You're doing all that. You're like, I can manage this. Like, I'm sitting in a chair.
I'm trying to keep my teeth, man. But
some money makers, bro.
Yeah, facts. But no, I get what you're saying. It's putting yourself in positions when it's like, this is tough, and it builds you mentally, physically. Like, now you got to do this. You know what I mean? I get that. I definitely get that.
Yeah, you should try it. Take a class.
I did a couple boxing classes a couple years ago, but it was more just for the cardio. It wasn't like.
And
I didn't
still,
take
you're
it
like,
serious.
fuck, this is
Dude, yeah.
this is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude. I always, if you can apply a fighter's mindset to music, imagine that.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Bro, like, and not to say
Make a good
because
point.
you have to grind to be in that industry, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
there-
fighting. Yeah, you're fighting.
there's
there.
the technical side, there's the creative side, there's the business side,
facts.
there's the networking side. You're dealing with a lot of personalities, a lot of ego in music, right? Like, oh, you just released a song and it kind of sounds like mine. Now we beefing.
Right.
But, bro, we in the same industry.
Yeah.
Doing the same genre of music.
Yeah.
There's only, so many ways you can pitch a snare.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with it, but like,
It's true.
you know what I mean? Like, so the ego, there's egos in everything, right? Like a fighter, right? Like, oh, I'm the number one heavyweight in this division. You're the number one in that division.
Yeah.
And like, how now I can't. Now I
But
can't
how
fuck
much
with
of
you.
it comes to like passion? Because it's like, if you're not passionate about boxing, you're not gonna be like the best.
That's with everything, bro. Like,
Yeah.
how many people that you know personally have tried music?
Everyone tries.
Everyone tried it,
Yeah.
right? And then what?
They stop.
They stop.
Yeah.
You know, how many people have started a podcast,
Yeah.
do 3 or 4 episodes, and then stop?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you don't have the grit, you don't have the relentlessness, got to plug that in.
Relentless.
You ain't about to make it, bro. But if you stick with it,
Yeah.
you're going to learn. You're going to grow. You may not be at this dude's level, right? Like, if I start,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be at your level.
Right.
But one day, right? And then at that point, you're going to be further ahead. Or I pick it up in a way that I kind of surpass you in whatever the metrics are for that.
Yeah.
But like, if you stay in it,
Yeah.
you're gonna fail. You're gonna learn. Your song's gonna flop. But then you're like, why did it flop? Oh, I didn't. The EQ was off on this. Let me learn about the EQ. Let me learn about
Right.
bands. Let me learn about. And you
But I
just start
think you
mastering
gotta
it.
really love it.
Yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean, like, and that's like where it's like, well, for certain things, it's like genetics plays a lot into it. Like, you're not gonna be well, you could be a basketball player, but your likelihood if you're
I could be a basketball player.
No, I'm saying-
5'7".
But I'm saying
230.
But I'm saying, like, yeah, there's certain things where it's like, even if you are, like, it just may not be the cards. But I never say never. But it's like, how much do you want it? You know what I mean? And I played basketball growing up, but
Look at
I
Iverson,
wasn't,
right?
into
Like,
it, like music. Yeah.
you know what I
well,
mean? He had a successful stint in basketball.
True.
People didn't think that at first.
Yeah.
So I think but then that's going to require you to work
Yeah.
harder than the dude next to you.
You gotta want it.
You got to want it. Like in music, if you don't got the ear, you better find a way to develop it
Yeah.
or
Facts.
put yourself in a room with someone who has it.
Right.
And
So I think you're kind of saying, like, I don't just do boxing and like Jiu Jitsu, just not to be the best. Just to do. I get what you're saying.
don't go
Yeah.
stick to your craft, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
this
Like,
is where you're
yeah.
like, but dude, definitely it's like the gym, right? I'm
Right.
not trying to be a bodybuilder,
Right.
But I'm trying to develop my body, my mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely a different way to build yourself in a different way, you know what I mean? How many artists do you know who train jiu-jitsu? Yeah, Wiz be in the gym. He be at
Wiz
my
do.
gym.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Wiz is doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
Wiz
you're right.
is doing striking and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No.
You're right. No, you're right, bro.
For the kid in the basement right now,
Yeah.
with the cracked laptop, cheap microphone,
Yeah.
what is one thing they need to stop doing and one thing they need to start doing?
Stop the distractions. You got a cracked laptop. Does it work? Does it turn on? Go. Like, maybe stop partying. What depends what this person's doing. Like, stop spending money on shit you don't need so you can put that money to get a laptop that isn't cracked. You know what I mean? Like, cut out the distractions. That's what I would say.
Yeah, my biggest thing was self-doubt, right? Like
Okay.
I was like, oh, I want to start a podcast. I made a decision. I was like, well, I got, audio is huge in a podcast. I got to have the best microphones.
Yeah.
Bought the best microphones.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I can't just have audio. I got to have video.
Right.
So I was like, what do I do? So I bought GoPros. Those were expensive. Started with GoPros.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a place to record. I still can't record. I was giving myself excuses,
Yeah.
and then
Facts.
it's funny when I learn from, like, now that I'm in this realm and I'm talking to people, people started on their phones in their kitchen, in their dining room. They're just pushing it out, doing what they love.
Use what you have.
Yeah.
Use what you have,
man. Like, you started with Rock Band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was using Mixcraft. I don't know one artist who takes himself serious right now who is using Mixcraft right now. Maybe they do. I don't know. We don't know the process, but like Mixcraft is definitely an introductory software.
Right.
That being said, I knew other dudes using Mixcraft and they were producing beats on Mixcraft.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. Okay, you've taken what I know a little bit of and you've gone down the rabbit hole.
Right.
It's like, use what you have.
But just don't. Yeah, you can't make any excuse. You look at like Lil Peep. He had a VHS camera. That's what he had, and he made videos, and they look like VHS, but that became his like style. You know what I mean? Like, you can get creative with anything. Like, X had terrible like mics. They sound like they're clipping, but he's like, "No, I'm gonna make some scream shit. It's supposed to sound like it's clipping." Like, you can use the things that are working against you, but make them work for you. Yeah.
No, that's a good point. All right, we're about to hit the faders. For the final round. We're going to enter the Relentless Rapid round.
Let's do it.
This is going to be quick questions.
All right.
First thing that pops to your mind.
Take a sip of water.
Yeah, he's like, let me.
Let's prepare. Let's go.
I had some corny. Don't overthink the mix. Just give me the raw vocal. All right, you ready?
All right, let me sit up. Let's get it. I'm ready.
You're an audio engineer, so
Yeah.
I know you have an opinion on this. Okay.
Okay.
Which you've kind of answered it earlier, but
Yeah.
for the round, Pro Tools, Logic,
Pro Tools.
Here, let me finish. Pro Tools, boom. What is harder, mixing a terrible song to make it sound good, or writing a great song from scratch when you have writer's block?
Mixing a terrible song makes it sound good. It's already terrible. There's nothing I can do.
You've done work at ID Labs.
Yeah.
If you can bring one artist back from the dead for a 12-hour lockout session, dude, I like it. He's talking quick. Okay. Besides the laptop and the mic, what is the one thing that must be in the studio for the vibe to be right?
I like if the lights are low. Like, you know.
Little light guy.
Lights are good.
You mentioned Kid Cudi as an influence.
Yes.
Rank these three. The Kid Cudi hum, the Mac Miller ad-lib, or the Wiz Khalifa laugh?
Oh, my God. That's such a good question. What's the Mac Miller ad-lib you said?
Yeah.
All right. Wiz's laugh is really iconic. I'm going to go Wiz laugh, Cudi hum, Mac ad-lib.
Okay.
But I feel like Mac ad-lib is not like that's like, I feel like there's a better signature thing that he does. I don't know. But
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you always
That's
hear
fair.
the ad-libs, bro.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
his ad-libs.
Yeah, I guess
he did them in a certain way.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, now that you say that, because like even like on swimming, like Hurt Feelings, like there's like certain ways that he would. You're right. He does approach shit differently.
Completely
than
different.
You're right. I'm still gonna keep that away.
He's locking it in.
Yeah.
You said supply to shovels. What is the single most valuable technical skill you learned that opened the most doors for you?
Single most valuable. Say it one more time, please.
What's the most valuable technical skill you learned that opened the most doors for you?
Just like, I guess you could say, just like being, like channeling, like being able to like listen to the room as far as like for yourself, like where you want to go, and like opening up that channel to be expressive and say whatever needs to be said, and just like the freedom on the record, like getting past that moment of like being scared, you know, just like saying whatever needs to be said, and trusting the process. Yeah.
You're working on a track
Yeah.
late night.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Usually late night.
You wake up early and listen again.
Sounds like shit.
Is it usually? I was saying, is it usually trash or is
I've
it
had
gold?
that happen. Yeah, it does happen, but it doesn't sound like how you thought it did.
Yeah, at night you feeling yourself a little
Yeah.
bit. It's like you know, you coming back from going out or something,
Yep.
music's blasting.
Yeah.
You get in to go to work in the morning, you're like, shit, I ain't even that same person no more.
Yeah,
Let me
exactly. You
change it. You change it.
It happens. Definitely happens.
To the creative kid listening who is about to quit because nobody's streaming their stuff yet, what does the word relentless mean in the music industry?
Don't give up. Don't stop. You know, don't do it for the outside validation. Don't do it for what it brings you. Do it for you and all those things. You know, if they're meant to come, they will come. If you really care about it, if you want to make it a business. But, like, if you are so passionate about this, you're going to really hate. Like, you don't want to look back and be like, I didn't do that. You can live with the failure. You can't live with the what if. So try. Just try. Nothing. People want to make fun of trying. Trying is, that's all you got to do. Try.
I agree. Better scenery, the mountains of Western Maryland or the bridges of Pittsburgh?
All right, Maryland, I love you. But Pittsburgh bridges are fucking nice. I'm going to go Pittsburgh, man.
Pittsburgh. Good choice.
Yeah.
Being that we in the heart of Pittsburgh.
It's a beautiful fucking
Bro,
city.
at night, every time I drive by it, I'm like, see the bridges lit up, and I'm like,
it's a pretty, yeah, I agree.
you're in an Uber.
Okay.
The driver hands you the aux cord. What's the first song you go to?
Ooh. First song I go to. Are we turning up? What type?
Turning up.
We're in like we're like going to a party.
We're going. Unless you're taking an Uber back from like the library or something.
Dude, I don't. It's gonna vary on like the year, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know.
We in 2025.
Let's do Grove Street Party by Waka Flocka. Here's a party. Here's a party.
Yeah,
let's do
that's
that.
actually
Yeah,
that's a good choice.
That. Yep.
All right, now we're gonna close with a little bit more in-depth questions. You didn't have the keys to the industry, so you literally waited outside the studio until you got them. Yeah. To the listener right now who says, I don't have the connections or I don't have the money to start, what is your message to them about breaking down the door?
Stop making excuses. There's like kick the door in. Like, but you gotta have a reason. You know, you gotta have a reason that people should fuck with you. So are you putting in the work? Are you doing those things? And you also gotta have a reason in the sense of like, why are you doing this? Like, is it a selfish reason? Do you want your music to help people, or is it all for you? Because I don't know if all for you is sustainable. I don't know. Maybe it is, but I think like when you have if it truly is your purpose and it feels like what you're doing for that reason, like quitting isn't an option. So I just say no excuses. Like,
have a strong why.
Have a strong why. You put it perfectly.
If a creative is listening right now and feels stuck at zero, no fans, no plays, rock bottom, what is the immediate shovel they need to pick up today to start moving dirt?
You could start mixing. You could start producing. You could get good at video editing. You could get good at all those things. Just put yourself in a creative field. Like, you'll be around other creatives. You'll pick up things. You'll learn things. Anything. Just motion. And you got to do some stuff for free in the beginning. Like, work with an artist, that you think is cool, or make a video for somebody and just learn,
Never stop learning, bro.
Absolutely.
You've gone from the basement in Western Maryland to the legendary rooms at ID Labs. Yeah. Transition from the guy behind the board to the artist in the booth. Yeah. At this stage in your journey, what does greatness mean to you?
Greatness? Man, just being myself. Authentically being me. I used to care about that, and I'm still definitely striving for greatness. It's definitely like, I don't like, the greatness is beating distractions and not letting things steer you off. But man, I just want to enjoy my life and make music, be myself. And I don't know if it's necessarily like legacy is a big thing, but it's like, all in all, like, you could have a cool legacy, but like, did you live your life too? Like, did you enjoy the things happening around you? Like, how, and I'm learning that, like, what am I willing to sacrifice for that legacy? What is, you know what I mean? But like, I want to live my life too, because legacy is a weird thing, so I don't know. Yeah, like, just to be great. What's the main core of the question?
What does greatness mean to you in this part of your journey?
Greatness is never giving up and not letting what other people think decide your path. Do what you want to do. What you really want to do in this life. You get one life. If you want to be a monk and go like do that. Like whatever is true to you. That's why I say authenticity. Yeah.
And the easiest question you've probably had all show.
These are some tough questions.
Where can people stream your music, find your beats, or follow you online?
Nick DiMercurio. Search me on Google. Anywhere else, just my name. Nick DiMercurio. DiMercurio. He was asking me how to say it before. It's D, so DEE, Mercurio. DiMercurio.
DiMercurio.
It's tough.
Still gonna fuck it up.
Probably.
It's like what my name. My name is Ismael. Say that, yeah, exactly.
What?
What? That's my name.
I got confused.
So then I say it in English for people.
Say it again.
Ismael.
Whoa.
Ismael.
Ismael.
L.
Ismael.
L.
Ismael.
You're going L.
Ismael.
Yeah, see, some people, you got it, you know, it's genetics.
Damn, that's a cool ass name.
So I go by Ishmael, which it's not spelled with an H.
Yeah.
So people fuck it up. So I just shorten it to Ish. And even with that, people were like, Ish?
Yeah.
What? I'm like, just, bro, 3 letters. I can't.
Yeah.
I.
Damn.
My name is I. That's the
That's
next
a
thing.
unique name, though, man. That's fire.
I appreciate it. You have something in store for the folks, no?
Absolutely.
He's been. This is the first time. This is the first time for the Relentless Project.
Yep.
We had an artist, release a song on here. He actually named it Relentless.
That's fire.
If you down for that in the future,
Okay, we might have to do that.
But you got a little something prepared for us. What you got
Absolutely.
for us?
Little verse.
You tell me when you're ready. We'll rock it.
I'm ready to go. Let's get it.
All right. Well, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Relentless. We out here on the podcast. Let's get it. Yeah. Every time I let my thoughts get to me, I start to feel like everything I know is unreal. I'm looking to feel, but the irony is I just want to lose feeling. Spending all my time healing, it ain't been appealing. I try to rationalize and find meaning in what's ultimately meaningless. Like Juice WRLD said, I'm falling into the abyss. And I gotta be more careful about the things I wish. Blue lights, LED, PlayStation on. I'm cool by myself, so you don't gotta stay for long. Drinking tea, 2 years since I touched the liquor. Rewiring my brain and all my neurotransmitters. Final form is breaking patterns that you gotta quit. Building habits that will habitually make you rich. I want more from life, cutting out the distractions. Outside validation cures all the sadness. Temporarily, I guess now I'm turning into Mr. Popularity, just to feel nothing in the end. The best part is nothing matters when you're finally dead. So the good news is you ain't even never gotta stress. Just take a deep breath and keep writing, keep living. You the chosen one, you doing shit that no one's done. Life is no joke, yet this shit can be hilarious. Don't ever take it serious. I'm the hottest in the city, yeah, the spot is mine. Make them sit up in my presence, yeah, it's crunch time. They paying me for my ear and my ideas. I'm the one that they fear. Bitch, I make it clear, I'm not dapping up no more. I hope it piss you off when I get the encore. Look at all the shit that I had to endure. They would've fell out so quick. You don't know about longevity or a legacy you getting like a pet with a sickness. I'm the sickest. These bitches wasn't turning necks, now they back flipping. I got these motherfuckers back tripping. You gon' get smacked back and forth like a game of badminton. Listen, so alive, I'm going into overdrive. It's overtime, feeling like it's so divine. Keep rapping, they're never interrupting me. And even if you 6'5", motherfucker, you're still looking up to me. What the fuck you mean? I'm in my own lane, I found my niche. Who you know, mix, rap, produce, and sound like this. I'm the one in the whole world about to know it. I've been focused, I'ma keep it all in motion. Ain't no stopping this, so get right or get left, cause I'm up next. Give them hell and let these motherfuckers know that we blessed.
Yeah, we gotta end with that.
Oh, shit.
This is the one with DiMercurio.
DiMercurio.
Appreciate you for coming on and giving us your
Absolutely,
time.
bro.
That shit was fire, bro.
Thank
Go
you,
check out his music online.
Absolutely.
Go follow his socials.
Yeah,
And for that, we're out, bro.
we're out.
Later.
Appreciate it.
And that was Nick DiMercurio. I want to leave you guys with one specific thought from today's conversation. It's that quote that Nick shared. Everyone is searching for gold, so supply the shovels. We live in a culture that's obsessed with the gold. We want the streams. We want the viral moment. We want the applause. But Nick didn't start there. He started in a basement in Western Maryland. He learned to mix. He learned to play drums. He waited outside of studios. And he worked for free just to get access to the room. He spent years building the shovels so that it was finally time for his own gold. He had the best tools in the game. So I want you to look at your own life right now. Are you sitting around waiting to strike gold? Or are you putting your head down and building the shovel? Are you learning the skills that make you undeniable? Because the gold is luck. The shovel, now that's relentless work. If you want to hear the result of that work, go stream Nick DiMercurio's music right now. We've linked to Spotify and his socials in the show notes. Go listen to the quality. If you enjoyed this episode, do me a favor, share it with one creative person, artist, or musician that you know who is on the verge of giving up. Remind them that the grind is part of the story. Share this episode with one friend who keeps making excuses. And most importantly, follow the Relentless Project online on Instagram, X, and YouTube at Relentless PRJCT. Leave a 5-star review so we can keep bringing you guests who share their story. We don't settle. We don't quit. We don't wait for permission. Stay relentless in everything you do. I'm Ish Lopez. This is the Relentless Project, and I will see you on the next one. Later.
I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, gotta keep going. I try to move on, but my mind keeps roaming, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. It ain't never gonna be the same, 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 it ain't never gonna be the same.
There's nothing but air. I reach out my hand, but you're never there. I talk to the dark, but it doesn't reply. Just memories fade to the